Thank you, Uwe, and welcome everyone to this important webinar about the exciting call 2 of the SNS JU. So I'd like to try and share just a couple of slides, just trying to give some sort of context for what we're doing. So can you see the right slide or the right screen or the wrong screen at this point?
It's the wrong screen, I'd say.
Isn't that always the case? Would that be a better screen?
Now it's good.
There we go. Technology, we should master it, but there we go. So just so that we're all on the same page, so my name's Colin Willcock and I'm chairman of the board of this 6G-IA. So that is the industry association, which together with the European Commission is running this wonderful Smart Network and Services JU. And we have quite considerable membership from many key parts of the industry, both large industry, SMEs, research institutes, academics and verticals. And we like to try and build this community to try and actually develop 6G for Europe. To give a context, we are currently in phase 2. So we have done within the call 1 quite a lot of the fundamental research for 6G, but we still have a lot of details that we're looking into. And the projects we will see today will be continuing that preparation, running into standardization that will be starting this year and next in 3GPP. So we need to create those technologies, we need to integrate those technologies into a system, and we need to develop the right demonstrations and proof of concepts. And finally, then actually optimize and create those large-scale trials to prove the technology. And at the same time, we need to be trying to bring this technology to the other domains outside telecom. So there's a lot we need to be doing. So that's the timeline. And you'll see that we're talking about actually deploying systems sort of 2030 and beyond. But obviously standardization starts well before that. And that is one of the key targets from these projects to feed into that standardization. Maybe as a last introductory thought, 6G and developing 6G is all about collaboration. And when we're talking about collaboration, it's at various different levels. So the meeting, the webinar we're having today is trying to look beyond the single project and trying to look at the overall SNSJU, the activities beyond individual projects. And in that way, we also have things like the working groups, we have the technology board, we have the steering board, things that actually operate at that JU level, trying to bring the various activities going on into the projects into a bigger piece, trying to put all the pieces of the jigsaw together. Beyond those JU specific things, the JU itself is set up as a partnership, as coordination between the European Commission and the 6G-IA. And also involved in the discussions are the member states. So all of the member states and associated states, all these countries also have some input into the work program and the sort of work going on here. We also have strong connections with other industry bodies and activities, things in the automotive domain or in the Industry 4.0 domain. So we try and make sure that we have the synergies, this dissemination from the results of our projects into these other industries, into these other industrial domains. And then lastly, we have at the international level, key connections with many parts of the world and indeed joint calls, as we will see in call 2, where we have joint calls with Japan and Korea, trying to make sure we have one global standard, trying to bring the results that we make in Europe to the world. So that's the aspiration. You are all part of that aspiration, and thank you for your contribution. I look forward to seeing the plans you have and seeing how Europe is going to develop 6G going forward. And with that, I will hand you back to Uwe.